Carolina Panthers taking on the Miami Dolphins. We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Miami Dolphins. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returned to start the game. The new rule here in effect. A fair catch will bring this out to the 25-yard line.
Ready. Eagle blue. Smash red. Switch yellow. Pause red. Sit mega.
First play, and Young is going to throw it. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Man in motion left, Mingo. Young to throw it. Open here, Adam Thielen. That one covers 29 yards, first down.
Yellow. Rail. Black six. Black shot. Steel black.
To throw, Young. A quick throw there is incomplete. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield, and that'll bring up 2nd down. You talk about this Miami defense. In that win last week over the Giants, they were very good.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And some space to move right away as he's all the way up to the 30. 3rd and 2. Young here, you can see, changing the play. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down.
White.
Man in motion left, Mingo. Young on first down. That is incomplete.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Drill green. Drill yellow.
On 2nd down, Young. That is caught by Thielen. And they'll get this down to the 10. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Now they'll audible to something else. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal.
Trouble 38.
Third-year man, Chuba Hubbard. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Chuba Hubbard, his first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
You get in a second and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. Fair catch called for and taken back near the goal line, so that'll come out to the 25. Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. In motion, the tight end. Tua now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So, Charles, you look at this offense. What a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0, then lost 5 of 6 and went out in the 1st round. But I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club.
17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that 1st down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. A short throw there. That's to Smythe, the tight end. 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 40-yard line.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And his throw is incomplete. You look at this Carolina defense. They were terrific a week ago in the win over the Lions.
They forced 7 turnovers.
How many?
7.
7.
I mean, think about that number now. That's supposed to be a lucky number, right? Lucky for one side, unlucky for the other.
They'll let this go deep for Waddle. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Panthers force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Following the interception, Young. This one into the hands of Thielen. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Throwing, Young. Adam Thielen, back-to-back catches. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Now Young going to move him around. And they'll run on 1st down with Hubbard. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Panthers 7, Dolphins nothing.
Panther football to start quarter number 2.
Ready.
Second down and 8. And now they'll shift things around.
50 Fury. Hey, move.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Third down and 13. Young now. Open man is Mingo, complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
Jackson, drill, 52.
In motion left goes Sanders. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Second and goal from the 1.
43 rail. 22 needle.
Sanders is into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Now Joey Sly for the point after. And it's good to make it 14-0. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Second and 10. Tua going to throw. This one to the former Robbie Anderson, now Robbie Chosen. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
That's good for a Miami Dolphins.
Turbo 3, kick. Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion. Hey. Out.
On first down, Tagovailoa. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Deion Jones charges in there hard and drops him for a loss of 12 from that outside linebacker position.
Ready.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go.
Corner, long. 20, TX.
Here's Tua. And that'll be incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, it's Tua. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And that would be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
No sign of Tua departing. 4th down. They're going for it.
Scat. Hey, 21 TA.
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. They'll let this go deep for Waddle. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And, Charles, it seems like sometimes when you fall down early, there can be a tendency there to try and get it all back in one fell swoop. And that time, that thinking leads to an interception.
And I believe you brought up a really good point there, Brandon, because you try and force plays, right? You try and get all back in one shot, just as you mentioned there. And you know you're going to need some big plays to get back into the game. But ultimately, you really can't force what isn't there.
Blaster, 6. Black shot.
In motion left here, Sanders.
Black. Ready?
1st and 10, Young. That's to the right sideline. And if
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Down.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Striker, 3-3.
Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
It's a gain of 10. First down.
Fight, white. Blue striker. Ready.
Young to throw it. They'll find Thielen on the right side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Two minutes to play, 1st half. It's 14-0.
Let's go now.
In motion left goes Sanders. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Okay.
2nd and 7. Young, he's going to change it up. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Red cycle. Real green.
Young to throw it this time. On the slant, this is Chark. And the Panthers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And that's one of those where it feels like backyard football in a sense. You say, forget about the route. Just run to the open spot in the middle of the field, and I'll find you. Good throw, good concentration on the catch, and they pick up the first down.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
97.
They'll run with Sanders up the middle, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. They did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
Here we go.
And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards?
Go red.
Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Let's think here. You're still just in the second quarter. You taking the 3 points?
I am taking the 3 points, and I'm just relying on my defense here. Show me I have a little confidence in them, and let the offense know, nice drive. Come back next time. We'll go get 6 then, but for now, we'll take the 3.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Sly able to put this one through. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this 3rd quarter from their 25-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. That ball caught. It's chosen. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Going to the air. Tagovailoa. This one thrown underneath to Achane. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Solo left Zion. Solo left side. Ready.
Tua setting up shop to throw again. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. In motion left goes Watson. Now Tua. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Tua to throw again. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And the Panthers are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
They were well aware of the scoreboard as they went into halftime, and they know how tough it's been to put up any kind of points. But if there's a positive after that play, is that they were able to take a shot at the end zone on their opening drive of this half. The negative, though, that shot at 6 ended in an interception, and we know that's not going to jumpstart this struggling offense.
Red, yellow. Needle blue. Black, red. Set.
Young on 1st down. Open man downfield is Sanders. He's got him. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Carolina. Miles Sanders. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead is now 24.
Dolphins nothing.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And this is fielded just short of the goal line, but the fair catch means this drive will begin at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And now an audible here into something else.
Let's go. All right, let's go.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Dolphins. Christian Watson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Dolphins get a bit closer. Then we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Man in motion left, Mingo.
A first down throw for Young.
And that's going to be incomplete.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
Yellow. Blaster. 6.
Here's Young from the shotgun.
Short throw underneath to Hurst.
And he is out of bounds right around the 34. First target, first catch, and a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. First down, Young.
He completes this one to Mingo.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
Young here, you can see, changing the play.
Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down.
Drill green. Drill yellow.
In motion left here, Sanders. It's Young on first down.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Chark, 53 yards.
And the Panthers had 6 to their lead. Well, partner, I mean, if anybody was still questioning whether or not he had an NFL caliber arm, I think you can toss that right out the window. That was a heck of a throw right there.
I would agree totally. Question it no more. This rookie, big time throw right there. Great poise, stepped up, trusted he could lay it in there perfectly, and he knew that his guy was going to make the catch on the other end. Nice collaboration.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Tua to try again on 2nd down. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
At this point in the game and the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Turbo 1, hard. Hey.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
And the Dolphins, 1st down.
Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion.
1st and 10 at the
And again, it's Tagovailoa.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though, 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
Hey. Solo left Zion. Let's go. Corner, long. 20, TX.
Looking to pass. Tua. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And Xavier Woods with a pick. And the Panthers are going to take over at their own 41. So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the third quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
Following the interception, Young. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46.
Black Ultra.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back now in Miami. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Fury, yellow. Zoom, black. Blaster, 6, set.
On 1st and 10, Young. Throw left side, pulled in by Mingo. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
A gain of a
Steel,
yard.
black.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Green jack.
At the 47-yard line.
Now Young. Eluded. Oh, Young loses it. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
You and I have been around teams, and they all have goals for games, don't they? And every team we've ever talked to says what?
No turnover.
Don't turn the ball over. 0. And they were that close to getting it done. Won't cost them today, but they'll hate that when they're watching the game tape.
Following the fumble recovery, here's Tua. That's taken in by Watson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Tua sets up to pass it. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Durham Smythe from 19 yards away. And the Dolphins are able to capitalize on the forced fumble by turning it into 6 points. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Dolphins have got it. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the 4th quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
Here's Sanders, and he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Well, trailing here in the 4th quarter, and that personal foul, that only adds to the hole that they're currently standing in.
Yeah, absolutely a bad job of just losing your cool and letting your anger take over. Mistakes like that, not going to help you at this stage of the game.
Go.
Running right, here's Sanders. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Yellow, go.
Right back to Sanders on 1st down. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the fourth quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
Into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
Leads to second and goal.
Here we go, set. Go red. Cut.
They'll try to run with Sanders. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Miles Sanders, his third touchdown of the game, 10th on the year. And the Panthers are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. The no run back here, fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
All right, come on.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. That 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the fourth quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. They'll try and lay this out for Chosen. Oh, and that is incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25.
Hey, 21 TX.
Here's Tua. That ball caught. It's Chosen. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards the pickup there. And worth pointing out, after that last completion, that puts this young quarterback over 10,000 yards passing for his career. And fair to say, he's not done yet.
No doubt about it. He's really just getting started because he's not quite into the prime of his career. So it's likely he's going to hit a few more of these milestones as this career progresses. So let's face it, we'll acknowledge this number and we'll celebrate the milestones down the road.
He'll dump this off to Achane. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw and a good one.
That's good for Dolphins. First down.
Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion. Hey. Solo left Zion.
Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
Go ahead.
Here's second and 10. Now Tua signaling to change things up. Back to the air on second down, Tagovailoa. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. They'll try and run it here. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Ready.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
Hey, Red.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. He's a little too aggressive there from his Mike linebacker spot.
Sometimes you jump into gaps trying to draw them off sides. This time he tricked himself.
They'll go again with Sanders. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. 67 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
On the ready. Hey,
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1.
Hey, Green.
They'll run with Sanders.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Ready.
Here comes 3rd and the length of the football. And he will have a Panther 1st down. And it is celebration time on that sideline, and they've earned it. Now they'll change things up. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8.
The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Now Young going to move him around. Sharks got it left side. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Panthers have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 23. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Go ahead.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Let's go.
But we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you like to be those defense